Hallelujah. Me pese me Bempah family.
I want to pray for this family.
I
do not want us to spend so much time here today.
Na me buse papa yi se wabahada.
I was inquiring. Sorry, I was making an inquiry from this gentleman whether he's been here before.
Or say wabahanum so many times.
And he said he had been here so many times.
And I no so pursue me, but
and he said his desire, he had a desire to meet with the man of God, but he could not get the chance.
How many times?
How many times have you been here?
5 times.
She said they've been here.
Thursday no Musamba.
They've been here about 5 times, and last Thursday they were here.
Obeni mijitum se ene erade e visitimo.
I believe so much that God is visiting you and your family today. I'm not going to spend so much time with you. Now, the reason I've called you is that I saw an angel of the Lord that came to stand beside you. Now, we have the power of God that avails deliverance to mankind. And we have another power of God that destroys the works of Satan. Now, if God permits, I would get enough time. But there is something I would want you to be aware of, and I would like you to know.
Next week, my office.
So perhaps, God willing, next week I would invite you to my office. He said all the occasions he's been here, that he has sought the opportunity to meet with the man of God, he had not found a chance to meet him. But he was not discouraged and deterred. He is here again today. Which church do you fellowship with, please?
Catholic.
He said he's a Catholic.
Good.
Now, the reason I've called you, is he your father? She said yes. There is something going on. She said yes. There is a stool.
Yes.
Chief Tansi. And in his family. And it's a stool that's associated with an idol. It's got connection with an idol. Now the spirits surrounding that stool are not happy. And they intend to do something. But God does not want to permit them to accomplish what they intend to do.
In fact, in Siobi at the Togo.
Now there is some water body, a stream or a river that flows through Togo. Now in that water body, I saw a stool or a throne.
Holy Ghost, any angel, pillar of fire.
I saw myself, the Holy Ghost and an angel. We got on board the pillar of fire, and I saw that we arrived at that place. Now I saw a demon seated on the throne in that water. Now that demon has a link with the family of this man.
In fact,
now it stands, that spirit stands upright like a man.
But its
waist downward is like a snake. And there were eyes on many eyes on the lower parts of his body. And so if I am describing that spirit, from its head to its waist has the form of a human being. The semblance on his face is masculine. It looks like a man.
Now, if you waist, echo down to say snake.
But from its waist downward was like a snake.
Now, any bobo.
And there were eyes all around its body on the lower parts.
And
then I saw many spirits.
The
form of some of the spirits were just like crocodiles, but they had human faces. Now I am telling you the nature of the spirits that have links with your family. There were others who had whose form were like snakes, but their faces had the semblance of a human being. Now I heard the demon say that your family had offended it
because the rightful owner,
because the rightful person, the legitimate person who ought to be installed, is not the person they have installed. And the demon was saying, that your family has glossed over. They are pretending not to see what is going on. And so the Spirit said, it has expressed its displeasure with your family, but they are doing nothing about the situation. Now I have told you that when Satan speaks, the prophet of God is able to hear the voice of Satan. Again, when God speaks, the prophet of God hears the voice of God. That is why after Jesus had fasted, the Bible said the devil went to him and spoke to him. He said, turn the stone into bread. He said, bow down before me. He said, why don't you fall off this cliff onto the ground? It was Satan who was speaking. But because Jesus had on him the prophetic anointing, everything Satan said, Jesus heard him. So I am speaking about a demon in your family and what that demon is saying to the members of your family. And it said, because your family has sat down unconcerned, that the Spirit had wanted your family to take an action,
strike the other side of your family,
so that it will get the opportunity to strike the other side of your family.
But family
But your family who have the legitimate right to the throne or to the stool have rejected or neglected what they ought to take. And because of that, the demon has decided to set into the family with confusion. Young men in the family are going to die. Some of them are going to go mad. Some of them are going to lose their businesses. Some of them are going to lose their money, their finances. Some of them are going to fall sick. So I saw that the demon stood up and was taking an action.
Now lo and behold,
that you and your children have been affected. If the Lord does not intervene in the coming year, many evil things are going to happen in your family. So all of a sudden, a sound young man will become unsound, and a young lady would lose her life all of a sudden. It is because the demon has lifted a sword and intends to strike your family. Because it looks as if your family has rejected the stool and the idol associated with it. And so if the Lord does not intervene, some of your children will go mad. Some of them will lose their lives, not you alone. Other members of the family will be affected. And it's about to begin. But because the Lord directed me to you to call you, I have called you. The Lord wants to release His protection upon you. Because the people on whom the calamity will begin, you and your children are parts of the first batch. That's the reason I called you. I want us to pray collectively and stop that plan. Next week when you come here, I need you to come with all your children, and I'll ask the ushers to bring you to my office. Did you come here today with all your children? He said there are 3 remaining at home. I need all your children. Madam, are you okay? She said yes. Do you really know your family? Did you hear what I said? She said yes. Say, I'm sure you heard what I heard. He said yes, he heard everything. Madam, what do you know about your family? Or you really don't know much? She knows just a few things. Tell us what you know.
Was starting this behavior like he's going mad. Psychiatric.
He said his brother has started demonstrated signs of.
It's my son.
Mental sickness. Is that an idol in your family? He said yes, in his maternal family there is an idol in that family. Is this an idol associated with a stool? Or what do you know about it? Tell us what you know.
Is associated with like snake, like you are saying. Snake.
Akonya adidia yitimi traso.
Baby said you are Bibi said it's like an idol now worship, but see sad money there, it won't go with it. And it's like we are not into it. And people are saying that high. Because me as a young man coming up, I don't feel it's good for us to worship those things.
Okay. Akonya ni patraso.
Akonya ni patraso they on my mother's side. But as I say, nipa awoti no. He is not even like we are saying. He's not the rightful person. But here we don't want to. I don't want to involve myself in those things. No. I don't want to involve myself at all.
Next week,
now God willing, next week I would want to see you.
Not just obey why affected.
So your son has become affected.
When you have mental problem.
It's exactly true. And now he was refusing to come. And I told him that we were here Thursday and they promised today. If I don't meet you today, then I will not come here again. That's what I told myself. I don't meet you today. I will not come here again.
Put your hands together for the Lord.
Okay, and your power.
Now, when we close from service today, I'll spend some time with you.
But
your son will be well.
Unim. Who said
I see heaven open.
And I
saw the Lord seated on his cherubim.
And
I saw his angels standing in his presence. And I saw an angel that had descended in the life of this gentleman. I saw that the angel went to Togo. I saw that the young man had been bound. And I saw that there were many people who had been lined up
demon ni dia bufuo ebe strike.
And the demon was going to strike all of them in its fury.
For
some of them they will die, some of them will go mad, others will be afflicted with sicknesses. Then I saw the demon which I earlier described. Now, it was that demon seated on the throne, issuing orders to be carried out. I saw that the angel struck that demon. And I saw that the angel set this young man loose. And I saw that the angel set loose all the people who were bound.
Now, the
Lord said to me, He has ministered deliverance to your family. The affliction and the agony which would have come upon you and your household, the Lord said He has delivered you from them all. Now, after the angel had accomplished and completed his assignment, I saw he ascended into heaven. Now, I only came back to my consciousness and realized that we were in this auditorium.
Good news. The
good news is that an apparel, a dress, which this young man was wearing, the angel of the Lord removed it from him.
So, Papa Pacho, Mammy, we are doing I be. I have an free.
Where do you come from?
Mufi.
Togo.
Mufi Togo.
You said they come from Togo.
But some more Accra.
But you live in Accra, don't you? They said yes.
Obey good future.
Your son has a good future.
A damn bonnet intimate juma.
Madness will have no place in him.
And Sembi and the main
Now there are other things I will not mention to the hearing of the public. But there is something I must make him stop.
Because also Johnny maybe.
There are certain things he must stop.
Also Jan friends.
He must stop befriending some people who have been consulting other powers.
Also Jan Crawford or more Browns
Browsing.
More Browns Bryce in this animal. Now Faye also Jai smoking.
He must also stop smoking. Because I see
demon be
I see a very short spirit.
Now
Now it was that demon who was assigned to this gentleman to ensure that this young man goes mad.
Into kuta weed. I know the share gentleman no I catch and so on no watching. It's your branch here way or no weed more.
So he's been smoking marijuana, and it is the spirit that has been giving it to him. Spirit will give to him and will inhale it.
And then the near well be tuneful said the own eye.
It has not do it voluntarily.
Apostle, I said my okana trudo. Trudo.
Winning the abe. Ya betcha on Pibo be our more. Or ya on fun and sun can we be.
I will show him a prophetic direction and prayer to do, and he will stop smoking.
Demons almost say
you see, when demons want to destroy a man's life, they will find a cause, a legal cause. When evil spirits want to kill a person, they always will find a cause. So they may destroy your kidney or your liver.
So it will be
as if, this person had some liver sickness or damaged liver, and so he died as a result of it. But it is the work of Satan.
Gentlemen, bruh.
Gentlemen, please come.
There be no.
No, you, this man.
Gentlemen, Wabahada.
Have you been here before, sir? He said yes. Have you got children? He said yes.
Oh, baby, or outside.
Do you have a child outside? Let me ask you another question. Feel free if you don't know the answer.
In China.
Do you know China?
China.
He said he's got a child in China. It is that child that directed him to come here. I saw that child had been put in a morgue And later he was laid in state and he was taken to the cemetery to be buried.
Mihu say obi ato arrow.
I saw that somebody threw an arrow.
It traveled through China.
And the arrow traveled to China.
Arrow no 2 eyes.
That arrow has 2 eyes. And it could speak with the voice of a man. And I saw that the arrow pierced your child. In the coming year, it is good you came here today.
Hallelujah.
Hands together for the Lord.
Now, gentlemen,
now I want to see you when we close.
Stretch
forth your hand toward this gentleman.
as a point of contact.
We are going to use him as a point of contact.
Angel.
We are going to pray for God to dispatch his angel to touch that child right now. Now, please clap that the death which was imminent in your life, which could not prevail in your life but has transferred from you to your child, the Lord will deliver you and your child from it. So when we close today and you don't see me, if you close and you don't see me today, so when we close today and you don't see me, come next week and I'll call you myself. Because I want us to close now. We are in the season of Christmas. I don't want to spend so much time. Nothing will happen to that child. And nothing will happen to you. So come here next week. And I'll show you certain prophetic directions and prayers. Things are going to be well with you. Because there are certain curses following your life.
Because of your mother.
So that we'll take the curses away.
Next week, when
you come next week, remind me that I will tell you something about a cropon and latte. He said his father comes from a cropon. That his father comes from a cropon and his mother comes from latte.
And now my miss free latte. Wonderful. 80 memo cases be a free sound crow me I do a cheat.
So I'll tell you about certain cases which have been following your life from these two places. Put your hands together for Jesus.
Yabema, ya papa, Achiaya and Sana, Yapon, and then some promise will say 12:45 mepon.
I gave you a promise.
Next week, a prophetic Sunday. You bring more time. I a prophetic ministration. You be Bempah my arafo. A big deliverance for them ha. And you might be back next week. But now the bro nyanti me be ponses here. No bia kufia kwa enjoy bro. Also over to you. Yama papa nkasa. Ansana ya jana kwan. Amen. Bon semerade. Amen.
Hallelujah. Oh, boy, is your mama ready?